Hello everyone, first let me introduce myself. I am Tira and I am with my group members Kanya and Nita. We are from the Institute of Foreign Languages and this video my group and I are going to talk about a specific country in Association of Southeast Asian Nations which we have known as ASEAN. Before going any further, we would like to start with a disclaimer that it is not a professional work. It's only our task assigned to complete during our second semester. So if there are any mistake or errors made, we would like to apologize in advance. The country we are discussing is Brunei Darussalam. So let's get started. Please take a look at its geography. Brunei is located in Southeast Asia, that is next to Malaysia. The country itself is very small that you can barely see it on the map, with only 5,765 square kilometers of the total area. The total population is 433,285. This data was collected years ago in 2019. And the climate within Brunei is hot and wet, just like other Asian countries with heavy rainfall since the country is close to the White Sea land through the South China Sea. Brunei is a small country and yet it's very prosperous because of the bountiful oil in this country that has made the country richer and richer. In here, I would like to remind you that Brunei Darussalam joined and became a member of ASEAN on the 7th January 1984. Now let's move on to its political system. Brunei is governed by the constitution and tradition of Malay Islamic monarchy. The leader of the country nowadays is Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah. He is the 29th Sultan of Brunei that was crowned in 1968, also a head of state and a prime minister of the country as well. And there is no elections in Brunei. The legislation is unicameral. Moreover, administrative division of Brunei consists of 4 districts.
Hello teacher and everyone, this is Nita speaking. I will continue from Tira talking about Brunei economic development after the period of World War II until present time. After World War II, Brunei economic based on the exportation of petroleum and liquefied natural gas, which account for about 36% of gross domestic product. Brunei is the third largest producer of liquefied natural gas in Southeast Asia and the fourth largest producer in the world. They export mainly to Japan, United States, and Asian countries. In 1967, Brunei issued its own currency known as Bruneian dollar, the same year as the new Sultan became ruler of the country. In 1973, the country opened the world's largest liquefied natural gas plant, and only a year after, they also opened the Brunei International Airport, followed by the creation of Royal Brunei Airlines. In 1984, Brunei got full independence from British and joined the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the Organization of Islamic Conference, and also the United Nations. In the 1997, the Asian financial crisis brought a recession to Brunei economic and hit the construction sector extremely hard. In Brunei, foreign investment is encouraged but not highly developed. Foreign products, forest products, and deep fishing are also banned for foreign investment. Priority is given to the state of natural environment, and all the polluting industries are also banned. For now, trading partner for export including South Korea, Indonesia, Australia, India, and Japan. And for the main import country for Brunei are Singapore, South Korea, United States, China, and Malaysia. So now let's talk about culture. First thing first, we will talk about language. Brunei has a very rich history. That is why the country became the melting pot of international languages. The official language of Brunei is Standard Malay, and it came to force on the 29th September 1959 along with the Brunei Constitution. English is also one of the widely used languages in Brunei. It is the language of instruction in the society and tertiary education. Other languages used include Chinese, Indian, and native language spoken by ethnic groups. Religion and belief. Most Bruneians are Muslims. They pray 5 times a day, and during the Ramadan, the government staff works only 6 hours a day, and all the entertainment and sporting activities are suspended. Interestingly, alcohol is banned from the country, but pork is still allowed for non-Muslims. Society. Bruneians are proud to have centuries of royal heritage and to be the only remaining Malay Islamic monarchy in the world. The Sultan of Brunei came from the line that dates back in 1405, and in 1967, the current His Majesty Sultan of Brunei, made the 29th ruler of Brunei, led the country and got the independence from the United Kingdom in 1984.
Greeting teacher and everyone. I am Kanya, who is responsible for the national issue part. I would like to pick one of the national issue which happened in 2019 to introduce to all of you. So now let's get started. In April 2019, Brunei introduced a strict new Islamic law which focused on anal sex, adultery, and the punishment of the thief. The law mostly applies to Muslims, including children who have reached puberty, though some aspects will apply to non-Muslims.
Now, let me elaborate more deeply about the four main points which consist in the new law. Firstly, offenses such as rape, adultery, sodomy, robbery, and insult or defamation of the Prophet Muhammad will carry the maximum penalty of death. Secondly, lesbian sex carries a different penalty of 40 strokes of canes and or a maximum of 10 years in jail. Thirdly, the punishment for theft is amputation. Lastly, those who persuade, tell, or encourage Muslim children under the age of 18 to accept the teaching of religions other than Islam are liable to a fine or jail. Among the four points, the first and the second, which relate to the homosexual, became a very hot topic, and it shocks the citizen and the outsider. There are many responses from the people of other nationalities, such as the human rights group, Western celebrities, and the other governments. For example, Hollywood actor George Clooney was calling for a boycott of 9 luxury hotels which links to Brunei, after the country said gay sex and adultery would soon be punishable by death. Moreover, TV host Ellen also called for people to rise up and call for the action to boycott some of the hotels as well. In addition, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, appealed to the government to withdraw its draconian new penal code, which would mark a serious setback for human rights protection for the people of Brunei. There were not only the global reactions, but there were also the reaction from the people inside the country. Most of the people, especially the homosexual people, feel really afraid and fearful. They even hope that the law might not be enforced widely. And according to a male Bruneian who is not gay but has renounced Islam said he feels fearful and numb in the face of the laws being implemented. And another 23 years old who did not want to be identified said, "We ordinary citizens are powerless to stop this law from being implemented." After there were many reactions which against this new law, the country's ruler, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, decided to extend a moratorium on capital punishment and ratify the United Nations Conventions Against Torture. However, he seemed to stand by his new penal code because he thinks it can ensure the peace and harmony of the country. It is also crucial in protecting the morality and the decency of the public. To sum up, we mainly focus on the geography, political system, economic, culture, and the national issue of Brunei. And that's all of our presentation. We would like to say thank you for your attention and sorry for the inconvenience and our mistake.